Old school. That was perfect. I don't know if you heard that, but the music, I said, let's kick it old school. And the music went, or however you pronounce that. So check this out. My name's Adam. And this is Frictionless. And we are here, we're sitting here at 9 o'clock tonight, which is good because I've had just the right amount of caffeine today. And I like to run this like my own little radio show that nobody listens to. And I think that's what I love about it the most. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and this stream. So what this stream is this is my commitment to stream for 100 days in a row, no matter how many people are on the other end of it. Doesn't matter to me. Only thing that matters to me is that I am going to vibe code my way out of this box. And I'll tell you a little bit about me. I know I already said I would. I have a couple of apps and SaaS that collectively make in the mid 40s per month. So like anywhere from 41 to 46, 47K per month, kind of depending on the month. We have like ups and downs here. I think I shared my Stripe portal just so you guys knew I wasn't full of shit. And the majority of that stuff has actually been entirely built using VO and vibe coded apps primarily with Opus 4.8 initially, and then now GPT-5.6 Soul. So today, what we're actually building today is a little bit more of Drivel.io, which is an app that I've been working on that I'm particularly proud of. And what it is it is a social network about places. So imagine if Reddit and Foursquare and Yelp had like a really bizarre love child. That's what this is. And I'll give you a quick little tour. Let's have a quick little tour. I guess the best place to give you guys a tour is to start at our marketing page, which I just finished put together like yesterday. By the way, I said I just finished putting together, except I slurred every part of that, which is embarrassing. But that's okay. So here is the marketing page for Drivel. You can hit it at drivel.io or get Drivel. And I think it says exactly what it is. Claim a place, start talking. Pick any cafe. Nobody's claimed to make it yours. Start the first conversation, become the moderator. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So imagine again, like I said, imagine Reddit style comments mixed in with places. I think it's gonna be really cool. How many times have you like been going down the street and you've had like a thought about a place that you're at? And it could be something like you're on a golf course, you're at a driving range, you're at a restaurant, you're at a Dunkin' Donuts, you're at a parking lot, there's a car show, you're at a concert, and all of these things are things that we want to talk about. Now, up until now, the places have really been kind of bucketed into Facebook. And so the thing is, if I go to Facebook and I want to converse about something, who am I talking to? Well, the person who set up Facebook is always the owner of it. But what if it didn't have to be a restaurant or a specific place of interest? What if it could just be a fucking gazebo? Just a gazebo. What if you could claim that gazebo and turn that into its own little discussion forum? That's what I envision, and I think that's really cool to me. And there's another little layer that I have kind of put it right here and just claim the ordinary, make it extraordinary. Essentially what that is, this is a controversial idea, which is that every image that is uploaded for the place itself is going to be automatically converted to this Art Ghibli style. And what this does is this gives us this beautiful look when I go, and I'll show you here, when I go and I look at my nearby places. Let me show you this. Very proud of this. When I look at my nearby places, look at this super homogeneous look of everything. Just right next to each other, everything looks the same, right? All this nice little storybook type of format. It looks even better in dark mode. So here's dark mode. Doesn't that look awesome? And this is your city. All of this is just based on your city, the stuff that's already around you. Okay, so I think that that's really neat. Just trying to make things a little bit more whimsical for people. That's kind of the idea here. Who does that make this the audience for? I don't know. But what's really cool about this Art Ghibli style is that we can push this through. I think we're using GPT-5.5 and some image editing capability to do it. But what's awesome about it is it's still very faithful to the original image. So for example, I took this particular photo of this splash pad over here, and this is totally faithful to this splash pad. It looks exactly like the image I took. Very cool. I'm going to add some stuff. So let's get started. I want some care and feeding. sort of things today. So let me see. In the admin, I want the ability to see both the Ghibli image and the source image, since both are stored. Again, GPT-5.6 Soul. This has me a little bit worried at the top. GitHub service degraded. That is not good. Rely on GitHub and chatting GitHub back chats. Well, we might have a major issue then, because this is a GitHub back chat. Interesting. Also, I don't know why, but this is going very slowly. How much RAM is this using? 1.3 gigs. You know what? Let's just do a refresh. This is kind of interesting. It's not even showing. Oh, yeah, it's got our little create PR thing over here still. Now, what is a little bit concerning is that it uses Git to do the preview deployments on VO. So this just might not work at all. This will be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. All right. We got a couple photo evidence of today in the studio. We'll toss those up on X when we get a chance. Let me see. This is an admin place square and type. Place both images. Yeah, show the source side by side. Preserve the current places. Yeah, let's build it, boy. I have entirely committed now to GPT-5.6 Soul as my model of choice when I use VO. The reason for it are many. However, I have found it to be pretty consistent. The design is pretty good. One of the issues I have had with it is that all of the UX for this was originally built with Opus 4.8. And so as soon as GPT-5.6 comes in and you start doing design decisions with that, it obviously has its own training data set that it's relying on. And so what that means is stuff doesn't look exactly the same. And so that's a little bit of an issue. Not the end of the world, but it's definitely something to consider. By the way, these are like super dark sunglasses. I love them. And one of the reasons why I've been using them is that the light that I have right here, it's a lot of light. I like it. I like the light because my office, studio, whatever you want to call it, is not light controlled at all. Okay. There's another room right there. There's windows all around this office. And the only way that I could get this to look the same, irrespective of what day I recorded, was just massive lighting on me. And then I have a light right there, light right there, light right there, camera right there. And so that has been one of the biggest things for my consistency of just deciding to record every single day. Originally, I was actually recording with iPhone. If you guys don't know, continuity camera inside of the iPhone is a freaking banging camera. There's a couple issues with it, but what I will tell you is that if you're on a Mac and you plug your iPhone in with a USB-C or a Lightning cable, you can turn that into a webcam. A lot of people already know that, but it will use your phone as the webcam, and it'll use one of the back cameras. Let me tell you something. It does some incredible incredible processing. You look so good. In fact, it took me forever to finally find a camera that I liked for this recording because it was so difficult to get an image that compared to the iPhone image. Now, that's not because the iPhone sensor is so good. It's actually because of their software and how they're processing everything that's coming in. They're doing all sorts of like HDR stuff. And I mean, obviously it's good. Anybody who has an iPhone that takes images, I mean, you know, Apple's done a pretty good job. So anyway, if you're ever looking for like, oh my God, I need a camera set up. How do I do this? I want it to look good. Continuity camera. The only thing I will tell you is hook it up with a hardwired cable. Even though you don't have to, I have had wireless cutouts, and you can't have a stream where you've got wireless going up and down. You got to hardwire that. However, what I did is I have a YOLO Live, love saying that, YOLO Live S3 4K camera right here. that I think is really good. And then I actually have another one right up here, and this is going to go on my stream pretty soon. I wanted something that showed the keyboard. Like, I love mechanical keyboards. I don't know about you guys. I am a sucker for mechanical keyboards. Anyway, let's see what we did in our admin over here. All right, so inside of our admin, we wanted to be able to see our images. How do I see the images? Hello? Edit image? Interesting. No separate display image generate. That's weird. I wonder. Edit image. All right, so I want to check some of the data there. I'm not sure if we got our data correct. I'm going to toss a quick short on YouTube, see if people want to join me. It's just like when you're asking for people to be friends, you know what I mean? You're like, hey, does anybody want to be friends? No, that's okay. All right, let's try. If you guys couldn't figure out, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to streaming, when it comes to doing any of this. You know what I did is I just said, I'm going to do this for 100 days straight. I could do that. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and have like the super cringy, like backwards hat, like, what up, bro? Let's do this. We got our studio light. We got everything going. Let's go. I think backwards hat is the way to do it. Do you think that's cool enough, guys? I'll do that. Yeah. What's up, guys? We are going live right now, just like we do every day, and we are coding our way to a ticket to Mars. So join me right now. It'll be fun, or it won't. I don't know. Keep me company. This will be a good time. We're coding. Isn't that cringy? Do you love that? Let's see what it looks like, or sounds like. Right now, just like we do every day, and we are coding our way to a ticket to Mars. So join me right now. It'll be fun, or it won't. I don't know. Keep me company. This will be a good time for coding. All right, let's put that cringe factory online right now. We got to get that moving. Code with me. It might be fun? Question mark. Nice. That's kind of interesting. Why am I on? Oh man. I'm actually on the wrong, darn it. I'm on the wrong YouTube. All right. We're going to have to do that again. Cancel. I was on the wrong YouTube account, so I feel like a dummy. Cancel. All right, we're going to get out of there. I bet this is an exciting stream to be a part of so far. You're like, I am here listening to you talk about starting your stream, and you haven't done anything. All right, we'll try it again. What's going on, guys? Join me as we're coding our way to Mars with GPT-5.6 Soul. We're making a social network that may or may not suck. So anyway, join me. It's fun. It might be fun. I'm not sure. Keep me company. All right, there we go. Another cringe factory ready to go. What's up, fellow kids? That's what that sounds like. Code with me might be fun or not. I don't know. All right, upload short. Vibe coding. Hashtag code together. Hashtag AI. Let's go. Upload short. All right. I think I told you guys before, I cannot for the life of me. If I watch my stuff again, I will never upload it because I watch it and I just want to like throw up in my mouth. Okay, let's see what our admin looks like. So we should now have, so this shows that we have both images, I think. So let's take a look at this. No source image. What the fuck? All right, there's something up with this. So So I want to see in the database if we're actually saving this stuff or not. I am a little bit concerned that we're not. And that is a pretty substantial loss of fidelity. Okay. So here is what our landing page is looking like. I've been wanting to make this look good on mobile. So we're just going to do this. We're going to say on mobile, I want the, whoa. That's weird. On mobile, I want the before and after picture to reveal horizontally as the user scrolls. That should be kind of neat. Do you know what I mean? Like, so basically as I scroll down, I kind of want that to show them what it looks like when something gets converted to that like Ghibli style image, to really just give them the hit of like, oh, okay, that looks cool. While we're here, I want to take a look at ShipGrid. By the way, if you don't know what ShipGrid is, I implore you to try it. And the reason why is because this is the absolute quickest way to manage a Kanban board, releases, and prioritize everything while collecting feedback from your users. So you're always sure that you're building exactly what users want. And most importantly, the ability that when you ship something to immediately turn that into a loop where you start telling X what you've shipped. So that's all bundled into this nice little flywheel. It's one piece of software. It's opinionated. I like to say that it is smarter than Trello, but it is dumber than Jira, and I think that's a good thing. I use this to manage our whole release map for Drizzle, and so you can kind of see it right now. All right. So we're going to do a couple things today. I think we're going to start on the user profile page, and then we're going to, this is a little care and feeding type of feature. I also want to get the OG image working. We really need to get the notification engine working. Keyboard shortcut. Okay. So let's see. Add a mobile only sort of a horizontal reveal the illustration. Yep. Sounds good. I didn't read that, but I should have. Whatever. Again, one of the things I really like is keeping both of these active at the same time. So I've got two chats going at the same damn time. And one of those chats is the marketing page. The other chat is the actual like mobile app, whatever you want to call it. So the marketing page is just get the hooks in you, you know? We did last session, yesterday, last session we had done another image, and I actually want to use that image. All right, so I need to change a couple small things. We're going to say, all right, confirm place creation is usually not saving both images distinctly. On recent records, most new images store the same Ghibli URL in both. Ooh, only a few, such as Little Park, have distinctive. Some older records only. So the current flow appears to overwrite. Okay. Can you look into the claim place and create new place flow to determine if and how this is happening? So that's not good. Not great. We don't want to hear that. All right. So hopefully we can get our marketing page set up today, and then we can get some beta links going. I have not decided if we want to limit beta registrations or not. I have a couple really controversial ideas for the for this. Like really controversial. Do you love that? This is like one of the images on the homepage that I came up with, and it was just this image you can see right here of just a really picturesque street, and this is what it looks like in that Ghibli style. Like how beautiful! Look at this. Isn't that amazing? And this, I just wanted to show you this. This is, here's the original. Oops, no, that's not the original. Here's the original. Okay, beautiful street. And then here's this. So super faithful. Super faithful. And so that means that we're not going to lose any fidelity as we move between images. I mean, look at the cars, okay? See it? What on earth? All right, we're still moving here. Let's see if we're still churning over here. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so it built it. So let's go into mobile. And so remember, what we're trying to look for is the before and after page. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like it, but it needs to not scroll down while it reveals the... I know I misspelled that, don't worry. Okay. Confirm claimant and center recursion share the same form. The Ghibli skips uploading the source image, then sends only the generated URL. API copies a single URL into both the database columns. Okay, so we've got a couple things. Jeez, man, we were having some serious Git issues. I'm not sure if you're seeing what it's showing, but like it keeps showing that the branch was deleted. So I have obviously some concerns, but hopefully we're going to be okay. It's going to be okay, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, when I'm waiting for these prompts to come back, I saw a shirt today. I didn't see it. I was just like scrolling through Instagram, and it was like it was a hat, and it said, "I finally found my life's purpose of doom scrolling in between waiting for Claude prompts to come back." I thought that was funny. Because it's like, if you feel like it's bad waiting for a Claude prompt, just imagine you're sitting on VO and your whole day is just like bang, 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 bang. It's all the time in between. All right, so did we get it working? Yes. This is one thing that's a little bit annoying about 5.6 Sol, is that it comes up with a pretty well thought out build plan for like everything. And sometimes the change is so small that you're just like, I don't need a freaking build plan. Like just you know, make the bicycle clown. You know what I mean? Like from Wedding Crashers. Just shut up and make me the bicycle clown. Sometimes I just want GPT 5.6 to do that, and it doesn't. But that's okay. We take the good with the bad. Got to take our medicine somehow. All right, so it says it has fixed the flow. So we could test that. So what we're going to do is we are going to claim a pretend place, and best way to do that is to claim it here. Yeah. So nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to claim it in mobile mode, the Mobile, Alabama mode. All right. So we're going to go. We're going to use our handy dandy claim button. And then we're going to add a photo. So we're going to pick a photo of something nearby. Let's pick something. I actually just want to pick like, there you go. Perfect. Use my location. Sure. Riverside High School. Why not? You know what? No, let's do technical staffing specialties. Okay, that's where I am. Next. And so it's right now we can see it's creating the photo. Has it created it? That was very fast if it did. Oh, you know what would be cool? Oh, we should totally show the effect right there. All right, so obviously it fucked up, and I don't know if it fucked up because... Why did it fuck up? Why did it fuck up? Why did it fuck up? Let's try that again. So I want to do that exact same effect. So I think it did create the place, but we're going to try anyway. Finishing your Ghibli style photo. Preparing photo. What I want to show is I want to show the transition. So when you're on the screen, I want to show both before and after. Wouldn't that be sick? Create place. So we're going to create the place, and then we're going to go into the admin and see if the place got created. Okay, Verizon Powerline training site. Where's our Verizon Powerline training site? It says we have both images. Good stuff. Edit image. We got both. Hell yeah. Okay. So we're going to add something really neat. On the mobile place claim flow, when we show the image that is Ghibli, I'd like to show the before after, and a sort of animation and the ability for the user to drag back and forth. Let's see if it can interpret what I mean. So really what I want is I kind of want what I created over here. So check this out, like, right? That was way too fast, by the way. Okay, let me see. Okay, so when scrolling this area, I'd like for the full card to be visible. That starts with a little everyday magic. One of the things that I love the most about any sort of AI is you can misspell like a mofo. And I'll tell you something. I said this on one of my other streams. Back during COVID times, I was working out and I did what's called punctuating the tendons on my wrist. So in your wrist, you've got a tendon here. Apparently, you've got a tendon here. And when I was lifting a weight backwards, I managed to just swing it in such a way that I punctuated both tendon. You're probably wondering, what does punctuated mean? That was the first question I asked the ortho. I said, what does that mean? And he goes, well, just imagine that you have a piece of pizza and you pull that brand new piece of pizza off of the pizza pie. And you know how that mozzarella kind of like starts to just, pull, and then like it starts making those holes in the cheese. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, those are your tendons. That's what happens. I thought, wow, holy shit. So anyway, that was a very long recovery to get that back. Brace, cast. I was supposed to go to surgery. I never did. And so what ended up happening was my right hand would type a lot faster than my left hand. I was able to average about 130 words per minute with over 90% accuracy. Not a flex, just saying I was able to do that. Well, when this happened, my left hand was typing at like 80 words per minute and really fucking inaccurate. And so like what would literally happen is like the left hand would like lag in with like, let's say you're trying to type something with like an S and you would get like most of the word and then like the S would happen later. And you're like, what the fuck? So I had to tell everybody that worked with me, hey, I'm not stupid. I know how to spell words, but it's taking a lot of time for me to edit the stuff that I'm trying to say. And so I would look at things and go, yeah, you know what? They kind of know what I mean. So maybe that makes me a bad person. So I had that whole talk with people where I said, hey, I'm not stupid. Cut me a little bit of slack. Okay, not a big deal, right? And so it's just stuck now where I just don't get any better. So the reason why I love AI. Okay, so did you watch that? Did that work? I still feel like, look. So yeah. Let's see if it knows what I mean. So basically what's happening now, I want you to focus right here, is as I go down, right, as I scroll, hold on, let's try. Maybe that's not that bad, actually. What's weird, though, is look at the spot under it. This thing? I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad. We'll try it. See if we can make it a little bit better. It says it's like still doing something. That's weird. All right, let's go over here. God, once again, before after image compare component. Yeah. So I love that in the claim place flow, where when you upload something, it does the little like wipe effect. And it's like, hey, before, after, super whimsical, cool, right? And I think people are actually going to like take pictures of stuff and just be like, hey, check this out. Now, I know Studio Ghibli was like all the rage for a while, and now maybe it's not, but I think it's a highly differentiated service. I mean, one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because I am looking for a moat that nobody else will dare tread on, right? If you're Reddit, you can make places for Reddit overnight if you want to, right? Free game, Alexi. Enjoy. if you're Facebook, you can make Facebook for places. You can kind of do what we want to do. What you can't do is you can't do this kind of storybook type of style. So it's polarizing. It's not for everybody. But if people like it, it's really tough for me to have any competition because nobody else is going to want to do it. They would have to upset the whole apple cart to create it. So the question is, can we create ourselves a little bit of a moat there that people don't want to tread on? Maybe. I don't know. The alternative is you create yet another thing, and that thing is something that every other major social network can just do on their own. Like flip a switch, boom, done. We're you guys now. So just a little behind the scenes. All right, so let's do our claim flow again. The best way to do this is in here. We're going to do our claim flow. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Claim. All right, start with photo. We're going to use the same photo. By the way, how awesome is my fluffy little ghost? Shit is amazing. All right, use my location. Lansdowne Vapes. Sweet. Love that place. All right, so it's finishing our image. Now, what I'm hoping is right here, it gives me a little bit of an animation. And it doesn't. I wanted the effect. Bruh. Okay. Is there any chance that I was not on the latest chat? I want to test some of this stuff on mobile. So let's try this again. Let's refresh. Rob the jewelry store, tell them to make me a grill. All right, so we go down here. This is what we want. Isn't that cool? How do we feel about that? It would be kind of neat to do like another image, wouldn't it? Like if you just kind of saw your whole world in a new light. Interesting. I do like that effect. I know I'm just like tapping myself on the back here. All right, let's try this. I think the only thing that's left is the notification system. And so I didn't give you guys all the full story here, but the end idea is to make this a mobile app. And right now the plan is to make the web app. Since it's cheaper, faster, I can experiment with UX. It's a lot easier. Get that to the point where it feels good. It feels usable, kind of use it on a daily basis. And then, you know, let everything else start to work. Invisible range input. Okay, so did you fix it? I guess you fixed it. Cool. All right. So let's try and do this on mobile. Claim. Current location. I keep claiming. We're going to have to delete a bunch of places. That's okay. So remember, this is the before picture, pre-Ghibli. We should add something on the top that's just like, making this whimsical. Dude, once again, this is not... All right, so I might just show it an image and just go, you didn't do it, clown. All right. You can see the confirm place, and it's not showing the before after wipe. You know, as I'm typing that, I'm actually wondering if it's on the next screen. There is another screen. There's another screen after this. It's probably going to tell me that. All right, let's see how this looks. So we'll do a refresh really quick. Okay, you totally fucked it up. What? Hold on. What the fuck was that? Let's try that again. I feel like it might have been better before. You know what? I'm going to just literally, we're going to go back. So you don't know, if you haven't used VO, I would make regular use of that rollback feature because it's going to fuck some shit up. It's going to mess some stuff up. That's okay. And then you just have to go, that wasn't what I wanted. And then you're good. Found the issue. The wipe was to claim mode URLs, but your screenshot was a regular out of place comparison. Okay, cool. Okay. So you did a bad thing, and now we're not going to do it again. So let's try. Let's go to our claim flow, claim. Here we go. Start with a photo. Summit Coffee. This Summit Coffee is getting some serious traffic. Sure. So we're going to make our Ghibli, and I'm hoping that right here. Yo, how do we feel about that? Let's go. Look at that, man. Look at that. All right. It's basically perfect. Okay. So we're going to take away the option to even see that, and we're going to make sure we're storing both images when they go in. I love that effect, though. I think this could be super cool. Like on mobile, you can go, oh, neat. Like, oh, that's so whimsical. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, let's see how this is looking. I want to create a PR, but I am pretty worried that I'm going to fuck some shit up. Or degrade. Ongoing for an hour. That's not good. I'm actually a little bit, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried that if I deploy something, it's not going to get deployed. Or it's going to mess up my repo, which would be terrifying. I feel like, do you think that we should make some more images on, like, to just show the before and after, just to help people understand just how cool this looks? Maybe. Okay, let's do our claim flow. We also have to fix up the claim flow for desktop. Desktop's weird because if you're claiming something on desktop, like, are you really claiming it? You're not there. I don't know. I might eliminate the flow. Use my location. Riverside High School, sure. Next, so now we're going to make our Ghibli style photo. I don't like that this is down here, but whatever. Nice. Look at that. Now, I don't know how this looks on mobile. I'm hoping that this looks good. Do we feel like we should get rid of this stuff? I feel like on mobile it might be too big. Not sure. Anyway. I mean, this looks about as good as one can expect. So we'll say create place. Place has been created, redirecting. So now let's go into admin. So we got to just clean up some stuff. So I honestly think we just built what is potentially the killer feature for the app, but, you know, TBD. So we're going to get rid of this. Soft delete, sure. Technical staffing specialties, soft delete. What else did we create? Riverside High School. I feel like Riverside High School was fake. Is it? Yeah, this is just that coffee place. Delete. Okay. Potomac Club. That's real. One Loudon Splash Pad. Lansdowne Waterfall. CVS Pharmacy. Belmont Ridge High School. Okay, all these other ones are real. Awesome. Okay. So I feel like that's done. All right, so now let's talk about... What do we want to talk about? blips to indicate new content at a place. How does this work now if someone else adds content to a place? So what I'm going to do is I am going to register an account. And the way that I have to do this, I'm going to go to the real thing. And you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do this in the old incognito window. Not sign in. We're going to make an account, sign up. Adam's other account. And then we're going to do this. All right. So we're going to get Explore first. Oh, that's interesting. Am I not signed in? Dude, what? That was weird. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this Lansdowne thing, and we're going to say a recent post. So this is on Lansdowne Town Center. Now, the question is, this Lansdowne Town Center should show a blip. And it does not right now. Okay. So do you see this recent navigation? I did not see a blip, but I should have because this other person did make a post. Okay, Lansdowne Town Center had a new to places the user follows. Ah, that's actually an interesting point. So I'm going to have to log in. Weird. Okay. I'm trying to open it up. All right. I am logged in. Do I get any blips or nah? I did. I got a blippity blip. Look, I only have one blip, and it's for Lansdowne Town Center. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I did it. Okay, so now that blip should be gone. Is it? OMG, it is. Let's try this. Okay, so if I add another post, does a reply trigger it? Let's find out. Let's get a nearby. And then back to home. No blip. Okay, maybe only it's a post. It's got to be a post. Someone lands on Town Center, start a discussion. Should create a blip. Also, this needs to be the post screen. Did it create a blippity blip? I've got a blip. I've got a blip. Hell yeah, dude. Maybe instead of the blip, we can just have this like orange thing. Love it. Let's see how Instagram does it. I also want to find out also how expensive is the I do want to find out how expensive that operation is. I have a feeling that it might be a little bit expensive, but I'm not sure. Instagram uses a prominent hour ring, not a separate blip. Pattern. Do that. So I love that I can type something like do space T space hat, and it knows I mean do that. Hell yeah. Do we want to do a monkey type? Let's do a monkey type today. All right. So here's what we're using today. Okay. Again, one of my favorite keyboards. The reasons why I like it, like how badass is that light on the back? It's like some super UV light shit. Okay. That wasn't too bad. 121 with 98% accuracy. Holy crap. Not too bad. So I normally use an Ergo keyboard, and I got to be honest, that for a non-Ergo keyboard, that was pretty slick. Are we good with our like mobile? Are we happy? I mean mobile. What am I saying? Are we good with our marketing? Okay. Where does everything link if they want to move forward? Okay, so we replaced this. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. That's okay. We'll come up with different. Do comments do it? I don't know. So comment did not do it. No. I said new thread. Dude, why is new thread going to a new post? No, dude. Lands down. Ugh. There's some layout shift. And when I go to click here, start a discussion. Let's see if that... So that should have lit that layer up. Actually, no, it should not have. Just kidding. Hello? That's kind of weird, right? Like the white. I don't think that's it. Yeah, I'm not in love with that. Let's go back to the last thing. So I said do that. Maybe instead of a blip. When somebody... Okay, we'll go here. Currently, most move forwards via links to app.drivel.io and nearby place cards linked to where the place burner. See how it works. App.drivel.app. So I guess I want to put this on drivel.app instead of drivel.io. Footer roadmap, social links are placeholders. That .app link should be corrected and the footer destinations need. So app.drivel.app. I do want to find out how expensive this is because I am a little bit concerned that this is an expensive operation that we're going to do frequently. And, you know, I don't want to. Because when I go here, it's going to write the blip. It's going to go, hey, Adam has seen this. I need to get rid of this layout shift on the right side. All right, what does it say? It's relatively inexpensive at current scale, but its cost grows with the number of places you follow, as number of post comments created since each place. For every followed place, the query counts matching unseen posts and relevant comments using lateral subqueries with proper indexes placed. Should remain fast for dozens or hundreds of followed places. The acknowledgement operation is extremely cheap. Okay, for larger scales, optimize for random places. Latest activity timestamp and compare it to... Yeah, okay. Actually, I like that idea. That's the idea that ChatGPT had given me too. So it doesn't surprise me that it's given it to me again. I think we're going to do something that I haven't been doing before, which is like a nice little demo at the end of the stream. Because otherwise, this stream is like, man, it is like taxing. Not taxing, taxing to watch. Let's see. I do want to change the dark mode to use the dark ghost. Because we have a dark ghost. Let's stabilize. Yes. So let's just make sure that works, and then if so, we'll get it done. Also, while we're here, I'm going to make some domain corrections. And those domain corrections are going to be... What are those domain corrections going to be? Drivel.app. We're going to move everything to drivel.app. Yup. Which I might... Is drivel.app already... Is it already adversal? It is. Is it app.drivel.app or just drivel.app? Dude, I don't know. So if I go to drivel.app, okay, that's my marketing page. And then I want, okay, I would like my domain, beta.drivel.io, should be app.drivel.app. Isn't that kind of funny? App.drivel.app. No, app.drivel.app. Okay. We're going to go ahead and make this change. CNAME. I'm on GoDaddy over here on the other screen. Steaming through things, man. We're going so fast. Hi, Poppy. Okay. I also like how it's app.drivel.app. There's something like, what's it called? A palindrome? What is it when it's like the same as it is? You know what I'm talking about. Don't make me explain myself. All right, I want to launch this. Make your whole world a little bit more visible. Might be the first claim to start the conversation. Okay. All right, so we got our beta code. I do want to get beta codes working. Sweet. App.drivel.app should work. Dope. App.drivel.app. Okay. And then drivel.app also works. Sick. So it said it stabilized that place. I would like to make sure that that is the case, because that was like really fucking up. Basically, to just demonstrate that really quickly, when I would go to a place detail page, the whole right sidebar would just be like super jittery. I'll show you. Let's go to this place. Let's see how much layout shift we have. Just watch over here. Okay. I think that was like perfect. Huh. Nice. Okay. Nice. And then we go to mobile, tablet. Hell yeah. Bruh. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Love that. Actually, that was killer. Okay, so we need to make our start a discussion, add a subplace, and manage place. So, whoops, wrong chat. We're going to do the little ghost icon. Yeah, remove PG. And then, so we're going to make a change to this over here. So start a discussion, add subplace on the place detail page, make the add subplace, start a discussion, and what is it called? It's like make changes or some shit. So we'll wrap up some stylistic stuff that I would like to get working. How do we like this? Does it look okay? Light mode, white header. Yeah, I do not like that. That's fine. I mean, it's something for sure. It is it is definitely a direction. The direction. Have to roll it up, including nearby police claim links, 5 place to claim. Okay, so for the beta codes, we're not going to work on that right now. Added the provided ghost tip. Okay, so here's, hey, that looks pretty good. Okay, I like it. And that's if I get a light mode, I should get my guy, light mode, light mode, light mode, light mode. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can clean up these side place things, whatever you want to call that. This is my part of the night where the caffeine has run out. It's a little bit like, it's closer to 10 o'clock right now. It's almost time to retire to a nice warm bed. Because I am that old. I am Unk. But I'm going to stay here with you guys because I like it. Let's see. I'm actually shopping for some new domains. I don't know if I told you before, but I think I have almost 1,000 domains or a little bit over 1,000, and it's just too many. And back in the day, I was like, all right, I'm not going to start 1,000 businesses. Now I'm like, you know, maybe. Start discussion, add subplace. So this is what I was changing up over here. Was our start of discussion, add a subplace. Man, that's looking crispy now. Dang it. Did we nail it? We did nail it. Crap. I'm liking it. There is something that feels weirdly old and new at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. I want to see something. I want to see if these pop. Yeah, do you see there's some mock data over here? So we'll say any mock data on the place detail screen that is shown before loading should be a skillet instead of numbers. Okay. Couple domain names I almost bought recently. I'll have to show them to you after I buy them. I'm like worried that somebody else is going to take it because I think it's actually a pretty good idea, but it's on the other screen. So I guess everybody thinks everything's a good idea, don't they? I think every like other developer I know has like 30, 40, 50 domains, and they're just like, one day I'm going to make bananahammock.app a real thing. And I'm here to say today's that day to make bananahammock.com or .app into the thing. That could be $1 billion brand, man. Maybe. All right. See how it works. So I think this is the marketing page. I feel like the marketing page is a little bit repetitive. No? So claim a place and start talking. See an unclaimed place, take the lead. I feel like I want to move, move the a little everyday magic higher up. I also want to show the types of places you can claim that will still look awesome. That's probably not a bad idea. Okay. Mock numeric counts. So let's see what happens. When this loads, we want to make sure that these counts just have a skeleton. Sick. Still a ton of layout shift that's driving me crazy. So let's nail this down, and then we'll do a little demo as we close things out. I'm super excited about it. We have come so far. So we move this header. Nope. Without changing internal layout. No. Yeah, I didn't do what I wanted it to. It's okay. All right. So what have we got here? Replace mock numeric counts with skeletons. So we were going to see if that works, and then we're going to do a quick little recap of what we accomplished, because I think those recaps are going to make a really good short. We can tell people, hey, this is what we did yesterday. Come on. Come on. All right. So let's do this. We got to do mobile. Yeah, let's move this over here. Let's just square this up, you know what I mean? Like, let's make it look good. Why is this not? It's super weird. Oh, Meld is like... Anyway, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's nothing. He's nobody. He's nobody. I don't even know him. All right, I'm going to move this over here. All right, so check this out. Let's go back to the front. Back to the front. Okay, let's review what we accomplished today. All right, let's do that again. All right, let's review what we accomplished today with Drivel, the social network that you are either going to love, hate, or maybe something in between. I don't know. Anyway. So what did we accomplish this stream on July 9th? A couple things. First, you can now claim any place that's near you, no matter what type of place that is. And I'm going to show you that claim flow that I'm pretty happy with on mobile. You simply tap claim, you add a photo in there, and so we're going to pick a coffee shop. And in this case, I'm on the desktop, so there's no location, but I'm just going to say use my approximate location. It's going to show me places that are near me. I'm going to choose one of those places, which is this high school that's here. I'm going to hit next. Now, here's the super cool part. about this, and the core differentiator of my social network is that every place in Drivel, we're going to make it look a little bit more whimsical. So here's what we do is we take the place, we take the image that you have, this Summit Coffee image or whatever, we turn it into that Art Ghibli style, that nice, warm, cozy feel, storybook feel or whatever. And then you're going to be able to claim that place. And once you do, now you've created a discussion forum just for that place and you own it. It's not Summit Coffee's, it's yours. Hit claim place. And as soon as you do, you're going to be in a somewhat familiar looking Reddit style chat thing. So here we are, we're at Summit Coffee. I'm going to add a post and be like, whoa, espresso much? Amazing espresso, yo. I'm going to add an image to that post too, because it obviously is worth it. And I'm going to hit post. And then now, this is my little like discussion about this place. And it functions just like a Reddit subreddit, okay? If I go back, I wanted to add one more thing that's huge, which is that I am the moderator. Since I claimed this place, I'm automatically the moderator. And it's going to be up here in my followed places right here, okay? Now it's also going to show in the feed. So I am super happy about this. It is a way to claim absolutely anything in the real world and turn that thing into a mobile discussion forum. And that can be something as small as a dog poop bag dispenser to a bay of a driving range to a terminal at an airport to a men's room stall to anything as big or as small as you can imagine. Those can become a place, and each one of those places can hold conversation before, during, after, and we use threaded style conversation, just like Reddit. I think it's super cool. I hope you do too. If you want to use it, you can head over to drivel.app. That is spelled drivel.app, drivel.app. I'd love to see you there on our beta. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. Love you all.